Today we're going to talk a little bit about our brain. The human brain is very, very powerful, but did you know that our brain can only process up to 50 bits per second? And now that's one chunk. Now if you look at studies on how the human brain works, how do we process in any given time, we are processing 7 plus minus 2 chunks. So sometimes we're processing 9 chunks and sometimes we're processing up to 5 chunks. Now why the plus minus is that we're really looking at the conducive environment for how a human is accepting information. So if you have a conducive environment, it's a +2. And if you're not in a conducive environment, you're in a very rushed or a stressful environment, sometimes it's a -2. Now, there are instances as well when we're rushing or we're in a very, very difficult place. Sometimes when things happen to us, we don't really remember very much. There's not a lot of data and we don't have a memory of something happening. Now, if that's ever happened to you before, that's an extreme. And we can go up to a lot of chunks when we're in a very conducive environment to accept that information and learn. Now, some of you are wondering, oh my gosh, what does this have to do with my business? Everything. Now, how many of you as business owners and bosses are giving information to your employees at lightning speed? You come into the office and, okay, this is what we're going to do, guys, and then we're going to bounce on this project. Okay, step 1, step 2, step 3. And your employees are jumping at it and you're going, oh my gosh, how do I keep up with all this? Delegation is communication. Effective delegation is effective communication. And if you are giving information at that speed, no wonder your employees do not understand what to do after they're done with your 5 minutes of blurting things out to them. So, how do we create this effectiveness? Now, this is very important because once you understand the human brain, you're understanding what you need to do as an effective communicating human. So, how do we check on the communication? Number 1 that you can check on is once you're done with talking and sharing your part, recap with your employee. Now, what did you understand from what I've just said earlier? Could you please recap? That's number 1. Number 2, once you are done with speaking with them, ask them for a timeline where they can give you their plan. So from the plan, from the points that they give you, you can see if they understood what needs to be done for that particular task or project, and you get to align them further from looking at the plan. Number 3, another thing that you can do to just make sure that your communication is as effective as possible is get your employees. If you're a fast talker, get your employees to record an audio of the meeting that you're having so that although you're done with the meeting, they don't go back to their place and wonder, oh my gosh, what did he just say? Oh my, did I miss that information? And once you do that audio, they can replay and they can re-listen, and some people do need that, so use some of these tools. So gang, I hope this is important for you and it's very useful for you to understand how the human brain works. And we empathize as the people that are giving the information, we empathize and make sure that the communication is well received, because that is the purpose of communication, is to enable people to receive our messages and not just about what we want to say. Thank you and have a great business and a great life, and see you next week.